I'm going to share this interesting story and let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And I will also put my 2 cents in there to see about what I think can be helpful to this young lady and how she can navigate that, heal her childhood, her abandonment issues, her neglect issues, and live a best version of her for her life if she chooses to. Now, let's get right into it. I got married to a man I've been dating for 7 years last year. But now I'm regretting ever crossing path with him in my life. I met him at the hospital where he was doing his service. After I just finished my junior high school and was waiting for my results to further to senior high school, he was so humble, a gentleman, a quiet type, and most importantly, very understanding and patient. Throughout years of dating, he's never bought anything for me. The only thing between us was the small monies he gives me once a while. I'm the type that find it hard to request or ask for something from someone, especially money. But with him, I became fond of what not frequently, but most of the time, I will have to ask him before he will give it. I wasn't worried because he wasn't all that financially stable and also has siblings to look after. I am from a home that my mom was everything, feeding, clothing, and all our needs, even though my dad was alive. But he hardly helps because he's also struggling, just like my mom. My eldest sister was the one supporting us small, till I finished my senior high. By the time my results were in, my dad got sick of diabetes and was hospital for weeks. During that time was when our results came and I didn't pass well, and I was told I couldn't use that results to further, so I had to rewrite it. I wasn't worried about school then because if I want to go, I can because I didn't have money, which is why I didn't pay attention to not knowing I could go to school with with the results that I got. So I didn't push further. During all these times, he was with me, giving me support. After he got better, we were we were discharged. My mom concentration came back to me, and she was like, "I must go to school." She called some of her family members, then got some money from them, and I went back to rewrite. I was staying with one of my auntie from my mom's side till I was able to pay the hostel before I moved to the campus. I disobeyed my mom several times to go and see him in different town. The first time my auntie told my mom called me to go back, and I was almost at his place. I had to go there, spend the night, and the following day was Eid al-Fitr. I think that's what it is. So after celebrating Eid al-Fitr, I ran back. I might not be pronouncing well. Forgive me if I'm not. My gosh, my mom was disappointed in me, but that didn't stop me when he asked me to go again. During the time I was visiting him, I realized that he wasn't the man that I thought he was. He was full of womanizing habits, more than 5 ladies that he was dating aside me. I was naive. And then, so this is why I tell ladies, keep 95% of your emotions. Love is out of the book. Get what you can get from this man, because many of them lie to their teeth, especially men who have wandering eyes, lustful eyes. They're gonna keep you on the bench while they frolic around with several other women. So you have to have your expectations and have your boundaries set. Get what you can get and find love within yourself, find love within family, find love within safe community, find love within friendships, find love within maybe your children. But anyways, I digress. The guy promised me a lot, but nothing. Make promise to your own self. My mom then suggested me going to one of my aunties and hustle for money. I agreed and went because she didn't pass. So I contacted one of my friends, and I was with my sister to help, even though I knew that he wanted, because I was desperate. He agreed to take me in, but then again, I won my man's place and did a couple of weeks. Then I realized again that he didn't stop the womanizing. You gotta prioritize yourself. You cannot be running around at the beck and call of some of this dusty men making promises to you. Talk is cheap. Action matters. Watch the patterns. If he's saying things and he's not doing it, if he's saying things and he's not doing it, change a man. Don't try to change a man. Switch it up. Switch a man. Don't try to sit there and trying to change a dusty. You're going to spend your whole life shriveled up and lose the essence and the goals that you have. Okay. Lose your light and your life too sometimes. They left for 30 minutes and then they came back. They both sat outside and was talking only for me to hear, then addressing me as his sister. He came to the room and told me that he's going to drop her off, and they both left. That's her friend. So he's cheating too with her friend. Days after I left my friend's place, I got there and booked 10 days hostel for me. And he feeds me, but only came to see me once in the hostel. We had a quick schmex and he left. And you still giving up to him. God have mercy. I'm not judging, but once or twice is enough. But if you allow yourself to bring yourself to the altar to be with your own knife that you brought, then that's you. On the 1st of January, I moved to a new place he got for me and sent me money to buy me some stuff and other necessities. Don't codependent on a man solely for money. He's going to abuse, mistreat you. Because if he can withdraw that source of money, he's going to use it and weaponize it and use that as a means to control and dominate you. I stayed there for about 3 months, and he came there only once to drop off after he went out and had some drinks. That was the third time of something coming between us. I got tired of staying at home and doing nothing. Bad tenants there and blah, blah, blah. The day came for us to go, only to tell me we were going to be staying there. I didn't tell anyone and packed my things. Then we went there. So let me see the second part of the story. I'm going to come back for part 2. So here's part 2 of the story that I was reading. It's literally a life story, but it's interesting. The manager of the restaurant took a liking to me so she got a job at a restaurant. A liking to me that very day she got the job. He told me that I can't work as a waitress because I'm a Muslim and it won't be convenient for me. He's a Christian, but understand that. He gave me the position of an assistant chef. He was the manager and the chef. I took my work seriously, but neglected my husband and the other guy because they were not treating her well. The manager told me that he liked me and wants to be my man. I didn't agree because I didn't like him, but he stood on his grounds, telling people to talk to me, cooking for me, buying me some random stuff, and caring, just trying to win me over. So out of pressure from the lady I came with, other colleagues, he himself agreed, but I didn't want anything deep. Don't let people pressure you. You gotta know, what do you want? What are your desires? What are your preferences? What are your boundaries? How does this person make you feel inside you? Are they making you feel triggered, neglected, anxious? Do you feel like when you walk away from the interaction with them, you feel like you have to put yourself back together? That should be telltale signs to you that you and that person might not necessarily gel. So, my husband soon realized that I was avoiding him and started asking questions. I came clear and told him he didn't agree, but I told him I couldn't handle it. I told my mom and my brother, and they both against the manager and myself. I didn't want him. To the extent of lying to him and that I was engaged to marry another man in town. But this guy was glued to me. Then all because he senses that you have no boundaries, you're vulnerable, you're a people pleaser, you're easily influenced. Maybe you're giving those vibes, or maybe you might not be showing signs that you value yourself, you have self-esteem, self-worth, depending on how you're acting around him. Or you might feel overly like you owe him something because he gave you a job and you felt like you couldn't get that job otherwise. So some women do that. Young ladies in colleges and stuff like that might even give it up or have schmecks with a man just so they can have favors to pass their exam. Not everyone, but this is common out there. Or at work, they might have schmecks with the manager, the owner, the CEO. This is why some of these men on top will literally choose to abuse some of these women, secretaries, women working around them, and all that because they have power. Because it's this power differential. He's the chef. You're maybe the server or the person who's washing the dishes and all that stuff. So with that, it's like, hey, if you don't give in to me, I'm gonna fire you. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna mistreat you. You're gonna lose your job, and you're also afraid to have to start from scratch. But sometimes it's okay to be afraid and freaking do it anyway and walk away and preserve yourself and preserve your dignity and start over and look for another one. When one door closes, another one opens. Sometimes when a door doesn't open, a window might open. You gotta look out for the window. Anyways, let me go on. I came to the point that he asked me to block my husband, change my number, and change my name on TikTok, and did all that because we both fight so much. Because my husband, I hate to see him call or text. We could fight, shout each other, insult each other, but he later came and apologized sometimes. He would kneel down crying and begging me as you go to the bathroom and cry his eyes out. This kept on going. This is trauma bonding, codependency and trauma bonding. This kept on going for weeks till I found that I was pregnant. Oh. And she's like, I was more than a bitch, and I was with me when he was with me. I have schmecks like nobody's business. In the boys' room, girls' room, bathroom. I'm not laughing, but this is a whole book. When I found out I was pregnant, I got scared thinking about my mom and my family members. But you made that choice. There's birth control. There's condoms. But you chose to go raw. Do you even know this guy? Choices, 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 choices. You already know things are not going well for you. You didn't pass your exam. Then now you're with this guy who you can notice is not really valuing you. And then you lay down to have schmegs and you're pregnant. Bringing an innocent child in the midst of a rather chaotic situation. And it's not like you are set in a place where you can take care of that child. This is why I always say, have children only when you want to, when you decide to, and when you know you can emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially take care of that kid and yourself if things go down south. I have no choice than to call my mom and tell my mom to come for me because I'm tired. Where I am was far from my mom, so she made my brother come for me, and my brother was angry why I didn't take his advice. But he sent me back to my mom. The manager forced me to tell my husband, and I was pregnant, so it was over between us. I did, but still, my husband was supportive through it all and never left my side alone. The money I save, I use it to abort the baby, the pregnancy, and my husband was aware of this. So, that last part, I choose to not comment on that. So people make choices to keep or not keep baby, but at least she knew that she couldn't. Even right before I made that point on the financial readiness to take care of a child, the emotional readiness to take care of a child, the spiritual readiness, to physical readiness, the availability. It takes a lot to be a good parent, to raise children, and some people just should not. So, what do you think she should have done better? What do you think she should do going forward? For me, she wrap it all up. It seems like despite everything that happened, the husband is still able to be willing to support her. So that's her chance to buckle up, go back, rewrite the exam, no matter how many times it takes. Pass the darn exam, it doesn't matter. I don't know what part of the world she is. If she has a learning disability, she can apply for a special accommodation so she gets more time to take her exams. If she has ADHD, she can get on meds or get, once again, modified support, extended time so she can do her exam. Maybe a little type of medication can also help her focus her attention so she can learn and pass the exams. There's nothing that you can do so long as you ask the questions, so long as you're willing to tread and want different and better for yourself. So I hope she does. I hope that she allows the husband to love on her, to support her, and she can now rally on and rely on her, the agency that she forgot that she has, or for some reason, and choose better for her life, especially when it comes to her education, her finances, her future, and all that stuff. Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I would love, love, love to know what you think. And let's continue to have some of these conversations. That was interesting. All right, love you. Bye.